She absolutely looks amazing. Single jointed elbows. We do not like this. Women should be able to bend their elbows just like men. Hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures and free them from their plastic and cardboard prisons. Finally found this at Walmart. Been looking forever today. It is Evil-Lyn. Let's take it to the table. Alright, so we have Evil-Lyn over here. Let's look at this box real quick. I do like these new Eternia figures. I don't know, there's something about them that just makes me go, they look good. I have the Fisto, which I think is one of the best figures, period. And followed by that, I now got Evil-Lyn. I think it looks amazing, and yeah, even the box. They put clear some detail in there. It's an updated whole system, but it's updated, but still giving that like weird feel that the cartoon had. I don't know. I like it. That's all I gotta say. But here at the YKB, I don't care about boxes. So let's get Evil-Lyn out. Let's get to reviewing this figure. Look at that. That is new to me. That looks good. It definitely reminds me of the cardboard box days, but it has the stuff on there showing you what's supposed to be in there. So, you know, it's not like a blind box. There's Evil-Lyn. There's Evil-Lyn in all her glory. Let's get up closer. She absolutely looks amazing. Look at the details. I really do like the updated designs. I primarily, my He-Man was the 2000s He-Man. I know a lot of people like the earlier ones, but I don't know. You like what you grow up with. Let's look at her details. I like how they use the blue. It very much comes off as armor while still being, like, magical. You know, they got details. They got the skulls that they painted. I got her on a little stand because it keeps on falling. But, you know, we know those boots. But it also looks like they changed it up because it rotates a little bit. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But Evil-Lyn looks absolutely amazing. So, let's see what our accessories are. Let's see what she's rolling with. Alright, first up, her staff. Has some translucent plastic that's been painted so that, you know, it has the proper design. And this, so that I can connect in. I'm not sure if this is two pieces. Yes, it is. This is translucent, and this is the bare plastic. They just painted it in between to try to make it look much better. This doesn't want to connect perfectly. I have a little bit of piece in there, so I don't know if y'all can see that on camera. But I'll have to get a razor to clear that out. But there's her full staff. Looks good. She comes with semi-gripping magic hand. Another one for the other hand. And two fists. You know, it works. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Now we got Evil-Lyn over here. And stick. I'm not sure if I really like the design on this because it just looks weird. Maybe it's because I got that weird cut in it, but it just looks weird to me. The hand looks okay. And the fist is a fist. This Evil-Lyn looks good, but I don't know. I just hope that when Mattel gets the DC line, they don't just try to turn this Evil-Lyn into a Wonder Woman. Because it doesn't look bad, but I don't know. This isn't the single jointed thing. I'm complaining about something that really is an issue. This looks good. The cape is collapsible. So this figure does look good. Only reason I'm thinking about McFarlane is because I have the stand right here. But comes with serviceable enough accessories. And speaking about Evil-Lyn, there is the other one. I can't remember. Shoot, what's the name of this series? I can't remember it, but there it is. I prefer this head over the other one just because I don't know. I like it better. I don't like her traditional hat on this kind of body. It looks a little bit too armory for, I don't know, normal clothes. I really do wish they went with the double elbows instead of the single one and the biceps because there ain't one. So you can see why I have a little concern with Mattel getting the DC line. But, you know, there's my favorite Skeletor. I don't know why. I just like the purples and the. I don't know why. It was also cheap, dirt cheap. I think you can still find it for like I don't know a couple of dollars on Big Bad toy store. Sell for pretty cheap. And speaking about pretty cheap, there's his partner in crime. They can pretty much get the same thing at Big Bad Toy Store for pretty cheap. And looking at Evil-Lyn with them, it definitely does work. Skeletor might be a little bit too cartoony for the look, but you know, there's 100 Skeletors out there, so it works. Alrighty, I've talked about this enough, so let's look at the articulation. She can do a T pose, no bicep swivel, but this can go all the way around. Single jointed elbows. We do not like this. Women should be able to bend their elbows just like men. Wrist moves like a typical wrist, nothing special. The head can go all the way around. The top is the dumbbell. It can only bend forward. Most of the time, the things can only go backwards, but it goes back that far. It goes forward that much. So, you know, waist swivel. Can she do a split? She does have some drop down hips, so that's as far as she gets. I'm gonna call that a split. She does have thunder legs, so he's definitely look like I don't know. This Evil-Lyn looks like it might get turned into a Wonder Woman with a little bit of work, which I wouldn't want. This does look a little bit cheap. They did kind of just glue that on. What does that say? Mattel made in Vietnam. So it can bend like that. Can't kick her butt. Boot swivel, which is nice. And it's pretty hidden, so that's pretty good. Standard ankle rocker. Thigh swivel, if I haven't said it already. Only real problem I have with this figure is the arms. You know, there should be a cut there, or at least there can hide the, cut pretty well. And this should be double. There's no reason why, in this day and age, we have single jointed arms on any figures anymore. But besides the articulation, she looks good. Since I finally got her standing up, let's move that stand out the way. And let's do some scale. I'll throw in these He-Man figures real quick, just so that you can see how they match up. And let's get into some other lines. Loyal Subjects, SH Fig Arts, Wow Mattel are giants compared to these figures. Maybe it's just because it's a woman and looks even bigger, but man. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Marvel Legends, McFarlane Spawn, looking eye to eye with her. I'm shocked. NECA Turtle. I think she might be. She's not bigger than Spawn, but her head little dress thing might be a tad bit. Star Wars Black Series. Now that we got that out the way, let's see how tall she is. She is about 7.5 inches tall. Up to her crown, to her head, she's about 7. From side to side, she's about 1 3/4. So she's gonna take up some real estate. So what can I say about this Evil-Lyn? She looks great. I have some nitpicks about the I don't want to say quality because the quality doesn't seem to really be an issue. It's just certain things I don't like the hands, the look of the legs. Something about it just seems so blocky. It's kind of like going back to play some of your old games. Some of the pixels are just, blockier. This is kind of what this feels like to me. It seems like certain spots of this is like absolutely amazing, like correct steps I want to take, and then some spots are just like going backwards. I don't know, something about it just seems a little off to me. That I like the design, but like maybe it just feels too much like a toy in some places, and I know that's a little bit hypocritical to say, but I don't know. For more reviews like this, come to the YKB, like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. This character very much looks good.